Hey everyone, this is Perry. Just thought I'd show you some of the things we've accomplished so far the past few days since we've got a weather break finally, some decent weather. These are the plum trees I'm trying to save from all the moss, as you can see, that's on them. If you remember from any of our previous videos, these trees were about 20 feet high and very thick. As you can tell by some of the debris that I've gotten here from the last day or so of trimming. Opening these things up to where they can get sun in the center of them is very important for all fruit trees. They need more light in the center to develop any fruit. And here in the Oregon coast area, it's so dank and wet all the time that moss will form and grow quite readily. And these trees were abused and let go for so many years, but they have a high yield. These plums are about the size of a good-sized grape. But most of these are now cut to the point. I got these small plums and then the last two trees down there and already some yellow plums. Some of these trees were too far gone, so I ended up pulling or cutting down about 4 of these, opening up this corner area here. We have now also started on this line here, right along the fence, for any of our climbing type vines, melons, cucumbers, and whatnot. I'm going to make that a little bit wider swath through there for planting. But we're going to be doing a lot of it right against the fence line there for any kind of plants that we can go vertical. We're just getting started good. I tried to till yesterday by hand from that front tine tiller, and basically I didn't get very far. I just made one complete loop around before I collapsed. This is our asparagus bed. We just planted those a couple weeks ago, and they're starting to show fresh sprouts on them. Real small though. But you see the stubs there, the plants. This is the strawberry bed. It's got some grass clippings in it though. That's our strawberry bed. It's about twice the size as it was last year. We still have, I added 2 more grape vines to our grape arbor here. I got 2 plants on 3 sides. My plan is to go ahead and let these grow. I'm going to take some of that white lattice that's, let's see, over there in that corner. There's a full sheet of lattice in there that I'm going to be using for the top of the trellis here for them to climb over. Eventually this whole trellis and everything will be all grown over with grapevines. And then I have this area in the center that's clear. So we plan on putting a little table in there and that kind of thing. So we can eat grapes during the summer and get out of the sun and still see out. These are our Marion berries. They just got planted this last year, so they're just now coming in good. These are raspberries. And they got new shoots coming off on them now. Trying to get a little bit of sun, it makes a difference. Here are two plants that we don't normally have in a garden. These are wild blue huckleberries. And I do have three more like this guy here. Regular blueberries. Got this one, that one, one way down there. This is the main garden area. Now, if you look clear down at the far end towards the fence there, all this area clear up to about 5 feet this side of that fence is where I'll be tilling and expanding the garden this year. If you was to go another 5 feet or so that direction towards the plum trees, and so it'll be 5 feet wider or so on that side, and about the same all the way down that side. Those posts we just put in for our string beans and peas. I'm going to tie a wire between the two posts, and then I put a center post in the center to help keep the wire tight and all the beans and everything above the ground. Our other fruit trees, I've got some apple and a couple of nut trees down there, a peach tree over here. You can see, yeah. We've got three more little plum trees. Actually, they're the big plum size like you get in the store, but they're just young trees here now. I just put those in last year. Still got a lot of cleanup from the winter. I've cut a lot of brush out so you can see actually the house now. Last year, you'll remember maybe most of this house was covered up, overgrown. I want to get you an idea of what we're doing here, getting things started. So this is Perry. I'll be out of here for now. That's my pup, Rosie. She just had her birthday on April 1st. She's 2 now. She's a little more grown up, not quite so wild as she was last year. Looking back the other direction towards the house there is our greenhouse. I'm surprised it actually survived all the high winds this year. But we're probably going to have to replace the plastic on it next year. I think it'll be all right this year. We do have one small rip in it, about 1.5 feet long on the far side that the wind caught. Gooseberry plant, gooseberry tree, I should say, or a bush. These two are empty, what you used to have our strawberries in, so we're going to take those and put some herbs in them or something. 2 cherry trees, that's a Rainier and the other one's a Bing. Also down at the far end is it's just now sprouting up, but that's rhubarb. The greenhouse is more or less right now being used as storage. I do have one bed in there for our lettuce and spinach. We're getting this thing set up to bring our plants out. It's really warm in here right now, even though it's only about 55 degrees out. This sure heats that up to, it feels like more like about 80 or 90 in there right now. We've got another gooseberry. Got some bay trees, for like bay leaves for your stews and soups or anything like that. This is our garlic. These are elephant garlic. We plant those in the fall. As soon as we get everything else pretty much harvested, this is actually a fall vegetable. Plant them in the fall, let them go all year, till the end of the summer. And we'll pull these and then restart again with the next batch. We got some raised beds over here we need to clean out and get those set. We're going to be using this in more or less for herbs and things of that nature, and not just like vegetables. This is one of our herb beds. I got it cleaned out finally. Gave it all a haircut. Chives are starting to come up. This is our oregano, 2 kinds there. We got 2 kinds of sage, some thyme. There's another oregano down there. Over here we got parsley and cilantro. These are just not coming back from the winter's hibernation. That's spearmint coming up. Those little sprouts there. And this is peppermint. We got a couple more of these. These are actually tires with the wheel on them still, but turned them inside out, painted them, voila, planters. Kind of hard to flip them inside out though, because of that steel radial. But if you can find the older tires and flip them inside out, they're easier to work with. Cleaning up our picnic area. Got most of it done yesterday too. We'll be putting a fireplace in here so we can cook outside and that type of thing, and barbecues and whatnot. And right about where that lattice is now, that's all coming out of there. But I'm going to be putting my smokehouse in right about where it's at by that tree. Anyway, I'm going to let you go for now. Give you an update again soon. Bye for now.